What's up, everybody? Ghost Gamer here, and today actually a few things have happened to actually put this video together, so to say. Basically, we had a workstation computer that kind of, well, lack of a better term, we had somebody that wasn't paying attention, ended up breaking a video card more electronically than physically, and it required me to basically go run out and go to Best Buy, unfortunately, because there's no other computer stores in the area that actually sells aftermarket parts. Well, there is one, but they're overpriced and they don't have a very big selection. So I ended up having to go out to Best Buy, picked up a card just to get back on track and get things working. So we are essentially reviewing the Nvidia GeForce GTX 750. Now, I put it through 3D Mark, and we'll go over some of the information here with a couple different tests that I ran for it. Now, to start things off, I started off with the Firestrike Extreme torture test, if you will, and basically had everything turned up on high. Now, a little bit of information on this particular PC. It's only running an AMD 8350, which is an 8-core socket with 16 gigs of RAM, and of course now the GeForce GTX 750 card. But I had everything turned up for the Firestrike Extreme, and it did absolutely miserable, which is actually kind of amusing for me, considering that the card wasn't exactly what I wanted, but at the same time it didn't have to be absolutely ridiculous as far as power is concerned, because the workstation that it's on doesn't do a lot compared to some of the other PCs that we use. But to give you an idea here, there was a total of 4 tests that was run, and basically we're only averaging probably about 7 or 8 frames a second on the first test. The second graphics test is pretty much about 6 frames a second. The physics test got up there probably around about 24, 25 frames a second, and then the combined test was only about 3. So as far as this computer goes for something that is actually designed, well, we got 7.95 for test 1, 6.32 for test 2, 24.95 for the physics test, and a combined frame rate of 3.35. But that, again, like I said, is the Firestrike Extreme. That was actually, designed for multi-GPUs and overclocked PCs. Give me a second here, and I will pull up the information for the other one. Now, obviously, the Firestrike demo did a little bit better than the Extreme. We still see a lot of faltering here. First test, we're, I think, averaging, about 16. Second test is about 14 and change. Again, the physics test was still up in the 20s, 24, and then the combined was only about 6. So it did come up a little bit, but pretty much like I figured, it's going to be a mid-level card. It's not going to be something that is going to blow your socks off, so to say. But we'll get into a couple more tests, and then I'll conclude this little video for you guys. Now, obviously, like I thought, the Skydiver demo that comes with this, which is specifically geared towards mid-range PCs or desktops and then gaming laptops, fared rather well. We're looking at about around 50 some frames a second for the first graphics test, same with the second. The physics actually started off real good at the very beginning. You're looking at a max of 265 frames, and it bottomed out at 23.5 frames, and then combined you're looking at around 40 to 50 frames. 49.70 for your combined test. So with that being said, I have to say this. Quite frankly, it is what it is. it is a decent card for your run-of-the-mill video games. Nothing that, like I said earlier, is going to knock your socks off, but at the same time, it is only I think I spent $160 at Best Buy for the card. So if you go online like Newegg or Tiger Direct, you could probably get it for like 120, maybe even 110, somewhere in that ballpark range. Honestly, will never ever be able to hold a candle to the workstation that I have, which is running two Nvidia GeForce GTX 760 4 gig cards. So it's 8 gigs of video processor or processing memory. Would never be able to hold a candle to that. However, if you're looking at a video card, maybe yours is fried, or maybe you need to upgrade and you're on a tight budget, it's not a horrible card. It is what it is, but at the same time, it can handle some of the newer stuff. For instance, I actually went through and loaded Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on this PC and ran it with, I believe, all the settings on high. Not maxed out, they were just on high. And it did fairly well. I didn't do a frame rate test to see what my actual frames were, which I should have. I just went through and played a couple levels to see if it would actually hold on to it. But it will still handle some of the stuff that you can throw at it. Granted, it is not going to last you very long in lieu of some of the technology and the video games being put out for next gens and things of that nature. But for this instance, I mean, this workstation is basically used for nothing but editing videos. So, a little 2 gig card, more than capable of handling that. And not to mention 720. This PC isn't editing or rendering anything that's like 1080, because normally we stick to 720. It's not doing 2K or 27K or 4K or anything like that. But all in all, in the end, it's not a bad card for a cheap price. If you want to look above, that's fine. Go that route, because obviously the higher you are, the better performance. Not to mention that it'll last a little bit longer time-wise with some of the games that are coming out for the future. But at the same time, the faster it is, the more expensive it is. So take it all with a grain of salt. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to drop them in the comment box below. If you found this informative at all, please hit the like button. If I forgot something, hey, by all means, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll be able to do more overviews and reviews of hardware instead of just games for the near future. And if there's anything by chance that you want to see tested out, let me know. We might have it laying around the shop. But for now, I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.